My name is Sophia Martinez, and I'm 34 years old. I thought I understood humiliation until that freezing January evening when my own family treated me like a beggar outside the most exclusive hotel in downtown Miami, the very hotel I owned. The golden revolving doors of the Azure gleamed under the towering crystal chandeliers as I approached in my simple navy blazer, my hair still damp from the Florida rain after a 16-hour flight from Dubai. I'd been away for 4 months, finalizing the purchase of 3 luxury resorts for my hospitality empire. All I wanted was to slip quietly into my private penthouse and rest before tomorrow's investor meeting. But there, positioned like bouncers at the marble entrance, stood my younger sister Carmen and my mother, both draped in evening gowns that cost more than most people's cars. Carmen's laughter cut through the humid night air as she spotted me walking up the palm-lined driveway. "Oh my God, Sophie!" Carmen's voice dripped with theatrical concern as she stepped directly into my path. "What are you doing here? This is the Azure, you know, where people with real money stay, not people who clean hotel rooms." My mother, Isabella
32 years
Martinez,
old.
turned toward me
I
with that
thought I knew
familiar
what
expression
betrayal
of
felt like
disappointment I'd grown
until
up
that
seeing.
cold December
Her
evening.
diamond tennis
My name
bracelet
is
caught the
Victoria
light as she
Chen,
shook her
and I'm
head
32
slowly.
years old.
"Sophia,
I thought I
Mija,
knew what
perhaps you should
betrayal
try
felt
the
like
Motel
until
6,
that
down
cold
the
December
street.
evening.
You
My
really
name is
shouldn't
Victoria
embarrass our
Chen,
family by
and I'm
pretending you
32
belong in
years old.
places like this."
I thought I
The
knew what
valet,
betrayal felt
someone
like
I'd never
until
seen
that
before,
cold
looked
December
between us with
evening.
growing
My
confusion.
name is Victoria
Behind
Chen,
them,
and I'm
I could see the
32 years
familiar
old.
lobby, my lobby,
I
with
thought
its
I knew
imported
what
Carrara
betrayal
marble
felt
floors
like
and the
until
custom
that
Murano
cold
glass
December
chandelier I'd
evening.
personally commissioned
My
from
name is
Venice.
Victoria Chen,
The
and I'm
irony was
32
so
years
thick it
old.
made my chest tight.
I thought I knew what
"I have a
betrayal
suite
felt
reserved,"
like
I
until
said
that cold
calmly,
December
pulling out my
evening.
phone to show my
My name is
confirmation.
Victoria Chen, and I'm
Carmen lunged
32
forward and
years old.
snatched the phone from my
I
hands,
thought I knew what
squinting at the
betrayal
screen
felt
before
like
erupting into
until
even
that
more
cold
dramatic
December
laughter.
evening. My
"Sophia
name is Victoria
Martinez,
Chen, and
penthouse
I'm
suite?
32 years old.
Oh honey,
I
they
thought I
probably
knew what
mixed you up
betrayal
with
felt
someone
like
who actually
until that
matters."
cold December
She
evening.
turned to the
My
growing
name is
crowd of
Victoria
well-dressed guests
Chen, and
entering
I'm
behind
32
us.
years old.
"Everyone,
I thought
meet
I
my
knew what
delusional
betrayal
sister
felt
who
like
thinks she can
until
afford to stay
32
here."
years old.
My
I
face
thought
burned
I
as
knew what
murmurs rippled
betrayal
through the
felt
small
like
crowd.
until that cold
A
December
blogger from
evening.
Miami social
My
scene had
name is
appeared from
Victoria
nowhere,
Chen, and
phone
I'm
camera
32
already
years old.
recording.
I thought I
Tomorrow's
knew what
Instagram
betrayal
stories
felt
would be
like
filled with
until
this
that cold
humiliation.
December evening.
"Carmen,
My
give
name
me
is
my phone
Victoria
back,"
Chen,
I
and
said,
I'm
my
32
voice
years
steady
old.
despite the shame
I
crawling up
thought
my
I knew
throat.
what betrayal felt
"Why
like
don't you
until
just
that
admit you're
cold
in over
December
your
evening.
head?"
My name
Mother
is
stepped
Victoria
closer,
Chen,
her
and I'm
voice dropping
32
to a
years
harsh
old.
whisper that still
I
carried to
thought I
nearby
knew what
guests.
betrayal felt like
"We know
until
about
that
your little
cold December
housekeeping
evening.
business,
My
Sophia.
name is Victoria
Very
Chen, and
noble
I'm
work,
32
but
years
let's not
old.
pretend it makes you
I thought
wealthy
I
enough
knew
for
what
places
betrayal
like
felt
this.
like until that cold
Housekeeping
December
business.
evening. My
If
name is
only they knew
Victoria
that my
Chen, and
housekeeping
I'm
business had
32
grown
years
into
old.
Martinez Luxury
I thought I knew
Hospitality,
what
the
betrayal
most
felt
sought-after
like
boutique
until
hotel
that
collection
cold
in the
December
Southeast.
evening.
If
My
only
name
they
is
knew that the
Victoria
penthouse
Chen,
suite
and
on my
I'm
phone was
32
actually
years
the
old.
owner's private
I
residence,
thought I knew
coded
what
that way for
betrayal felt
security
like
reasons.
until that cold
As
December
Carmen held my
evening.
phone above her
My
head
name
like
is
some kind of
Victoria
prize,
Chen, and
I
I'm
caught sight of
32
Daniel
years old.
Rodriguez, my head
I
of
thought I knew
security,
what betrayal
emerging from
felt
the
like
elevator
until
bank.
32 years
Our
old.
eyes met across the
I
lobby,
thought I
and I
knew what
gave him the
betrayal
slightest
felt like
shake of my
until
head.
that cold December
"Not
evening.
yet."
My name
But
is
something was
Victoria
about to
Chen,
change
and I'm
everything,
32
because
years
tomorrow
old.
morning, Carmen
I
would
thought I
discover
knew
that the
what
cleaning
betrayal
lady
felt
she was
like
publicly
until that
humiliating
cold
owned not
December
just this
evening.
hotel, but
My
the
name is
entire luxury
Victoria
shopping
Chen, and
complex
I'm
where Carmen
32
worked
years
as a
old.
fashion consultant.
I thought I knew what
Have you ever
betrayal
felt
felt like
completely
until that
invisible to the
cold
people who
December
should know you
evening.
best?
My name is
The
Victoria
story of how I
Chen, and
built
I'm
my
32
empire,
years
and what
old.
happened when my family
I
finally
thought I
learned the
knew what
truth,
betrayal
will leave
felt
you
like
speechless.
until that cold
Keep
December
reading to
evening.
discover how
My
years of
name is
being
Victoria
underestimated
Chen,
led to
and
the
I'm
ultimate
32 years
revelation.
old.
To
I thought
understand
I
how I
knew what
ended up owning
betrayal
a
felt
luxury
like
hotel
until
empire
that
while my own
cold
family
December
thought I scrubbed
evening.
floors for
My
minimum
name is
wage, you
Victoria
have to go back
Chen, and I'm
16 years
32
to when
years
our
old.
family dynamic was
I
carved in
thought I
stone.
knew what betrayal
I
felt
was
like
18,
until that
Carmen was
cold
15,
December
and we
evening.
lived in my
My
parents'
name is
cramped
Victoria
two-bedroom
Chen,
apartment in
and
Little
I'm
Havana.
32 years old.
Dad worked
I
construction
thought I
during the
knew
day
what
and drove
betrayal
for a
felt like
rideshare company at
until that
night.
cold December
Mom
evening.
cleaned offices
My name is
downtown,
Victoria
leaving
Chen,
before
and I'm
dawn and
32
returning
years
after
old.
dark.
I
We
thought
weren't
I
poor
knew what
exactly,
betrayal
but
felt
money
like.
was always
I'm
tight,
32
and
years
dreams
old.
felt like luxuries we
I
couldn't
thought I knew
afford.
what betrayal felt
Carmen
like
was
until that
everything I could
cold
never
December
be.
evening.
Where I
My
was
name is
quiet and
Victoria
determined,
Chen, and
she
I'm
was
32
vivacious and
years old.
charming.
I
Where I
thought I
spent
knew what
weekends working
betrayal felt
part-time
like
jobs to save
until
for
that
college,
cold
she
December
spent them at
evening.
quinceañera
My
parties and
name is
beach
Victoria
outings, somehow
Chen, and I'm
maintaining perfect
32
grades
years
without
old.
breaking a sweat.
I thought I knew what
Teachers
betrayal
adored
felt like
her.
until that
Boys
cold
lined
December
up to ask
evening.
her out.
My name is
And our
Victoria Chen,
parents,
and I'm
they treated
32
her like
years
she could
old.
do no wrong.
I thought I knew what
Sophia,
betrayal
¿por
felt
qué
like
no puedes
until
ser
that
más
cold
como tu
December
hermana?
evening.
Became Mom's
My name is
constant
Victoria
refrain.
Chen, and I'm
When Carmen was
32 years
crowned
old.
homecoming princess,
I thought
I
I
was
knew what
expected to be
betrayal
her
felt
biggest
like
cheerleader.
until that cold
When she
December
received a
evening.
partial
My
scholarship
name
to
is
University
Victoria
of
Chen,
Miami,
and I'm
I was told
32
to be
years
grateful
old.
that she was setting such
I
a
thought I
wonderful
knew what
example for our
betrayal felt
family.
like until that
When I
cold
graduated as
December evening.
salutatorian and earned
My
my own
name is
scholarship
Victoria
to Florida
Chen, and I'm
International
32
University for
years old.
Business Administration,
I
the
thought I knew
celebration
what
dinner
betrayal
lasted
felt
exactly
like
30
until
minutes
that
before
cold
Carmen
December
announced she'd been
evening.
accepted into the
My name
honors
is
program.
Victoria Chen, and I'm
Again.
32 years old.
But the rail break
I
came
thought
during my
I knew
sophomore
what
year of
betrayal felt
college,
like
when Dad got
until
injured on a
32
construction
years
site
old.
and couldn't work for 3
I thought I
months.
knew what betrayal
I had
felt
been working
like
part-time
until
at a
that
small
cold
boutique
December
hotel in
evening.
South Beach, the
My
Old
name is
Delano,
Victoria
doing
Chen, and
everything
I'm
from
32
housekeeping to
years
helping with
old.
guest services.
I thought I knew what
I love the
betrayal felt like
hospitality
until
industry,
that
the way
cold
attention
December
to detail
evening.
could transform
My name
someone's
is
entire
Victoria Chen,
experience.
and I'm 32 years
Sophia
old.
has found her
I
passion,
thought I
Dad
knew what
said proudly
betrayal
when I
felt
told
like
them about my
until that
promotion to
cold
front desk
December evening.
supervisor.
My name is
She
Victoria
understands how to
Chen,
make
and I'm
people feel
32 years
special.
old. I
Carmen,
thought I knew
home
what
for spring
betrayal felt
break,
like
had
until
laughed
that cold
dismissively.
December evening.
It's just
My
serving
name is
rich people,
Victoria Chen,
Poppy.
and I'm 32
Let's
years
not
old.
pretend it's a
I
career.
thought I knew what
That
betrayal felt
hurt,
like
but what
until that
happened next
cold December
devastated me.
evening.
I
My
had
name
been
is
working
Victoria
50 hours a
Chen,
week
and I'm
while carrying a
32
full
years
course
old.
load, saving
I
every
thought I
dollar to
knew
help
what
my
betrayal
family through
felt
Dad's
like
injury.
until that cold
I'd
December
managed to
evening.
save
My name is
$3,000, a
Victoria
fortune for a
Chen, and I'm
19-year-old,
32
and I
years
planned
old.
to surprise them with it
I
for
thought
Dad's
I knew what
birthday.
betrayal felt like
But when I came
until
home
that
that
cold
March, I
December
found
evening.
Carmen showing off a
My
brand
name is
new
Victoria
MacBook Pro.
Chen, and I'm
Early
32
birthday
years
gift
old.
from Mommy and
I
Poppy,
thought I
she
knew
said,
what
running her
betrayal felt
manicured
like
fingers
until
over the
32
expensive
years
laptop.
old.
They
I
said I
thought I
needed
knew
it
what
for my
betrayal
graphic
felt
design
like until
classes.
that cold
I
December
found
evening.
Mom in the
My
kitchen,
name is
looking
Victoria Chen,
uncomfortable.
and I'm 32
Where
years
did the
old.
money come from?
I thought I knew what
I
betrayal
asked
felt like
quietly.
until that cold
Carmen
December
needed the
evening.
computer,
My name is
Nija.
Victoria Chen,
You
and I'm 32
understand.
years old.
She's
I
taking
thought I
such
knew what
challenging
betrayal felt
courses.
like until that
I'm working
cold
50
December
hours a
evening.
week while taking
My
18
name is
credit
Victoria
hours,
Chen,
Mom.
and I'm 32 years
That's
old.
challenging too.
I thought I knew
But
what betrayal
Carmen's
felt
major
like
is more
until that
creative.
cold December evening.
Graphic design
My name is
requires
Victoria
expensive
Chen,
equipment.
and I'm 32 years
Business
old.
administration
I
requires
thought I knew
expensive
what betrayal
textbooks
felt
too,
like
Mom,
until that cold
and
December
internships that
evening.
don't pay
My name
anything.
is Victoria
But
Chen,
she'd
and I'm
already turned
32
away,
years old.
busying herself with
I
dishes
thought I
that were
knew what
already
betrayal
clean.
felt like until
That
that
night,
cold
I kept
December
my
evening. My
$3,000.
name is Victoria
Instead of
Chen,
helping
and
my
I'm
family,
32
I
years
used
old.
it as seed money for my
I
first
thought I
business
knew what
venture, a
betrayal
small
felt
cleaning
like
service
until
that
that
specialized
cold
in
December
vacation rentals
evening.
in South Beach.
My name is Victoria
It was the
Chen, and
beginning
I'm
of
32
everything.
years old.
By
I thought I
graduation,
knew
I was
what betrayal
managing
felt
12
like
vacation
until
properties.
32 years old.
By
I
25,
thought
I
I
had
knew what
expanded into
betrayal felt
boutique
like
hotel
until
revolting.
cold December
By
evening.
28, I was
My name
buying
is
my
Victoria
first small
Chen,
hotel.
and I'm 32
By
years old.
31, I owned
I
4
thought I
luxury
knew what
properties
betrayal
across
felt like
Florida and the
until that
Caribbean.
cold December
And
evening.
through it all,
My
my
name is
family saw
Victoria
nothing.
Chen, and I'm 32
When I tried to
years
share
old.
my achievements,
I
they'd
thought I
interrupt to
knew what
discuss
betrayal
Carmen's
felt
latest
like
design
until
project,
that cold
Carmen's
December
engagement to a
evening.
successful architect,
My name is
Carmen's
Victoria Chen,
picture-perfect
and I'm
life.
32 years old.
So I stopped
I
trying.
thought I knew what
I
betrayal
let them
felt
believe
like
their
until
hardworking
that
daughter was
cold
still
December
cleaning hotel
evening.
rooms for
My
hourly
name is
wages.
Victoria Chen,
I
and I'm
sent modest
32
gifts at
years
Christmas
old.
and attended family
I
dinners
thought
where
I knew
Carmen
what betrayal
dominated every
felt like
conversation with
until that
stories about
cold
her
December
glamorous clients
evening.
and expensive
My
shopping
name is
trips.
Victoria Chen,
But
and I'm
now,
32
standing in
years
the
old.
lobby of my own
I
hotel while
thought I
Carmen
knew what
ridiculed my
betrayal felt
delusions,
like
I
until
realized
that
something
cold
fundamental
December
had shifted
evening.
inside me.
My name is
The
Victoria
insecure
Chen, and I'm
18-year-old girl
32
who
years
desperately
old.
wanted her family's
I thought I
recognition was
knew what
gone.
betrayal felt like
What stood in
until
her
that
place was a
cold December
successful
evening.
entrepreneur who had
My
built
name
an
is
empire
Victoria
from
Chen,
nothing,
and I'm
and
32
she
years
was
old.
done being invisible.
I thought I knew what
Because
betrayal
tomorrow
felt like
morning,
until
Carmen would wake up
32
to
years
discover
old.
that her servant sister
I
had
thought I
just
knew
purchased
what
the
betrayal
luxury
felt
mall where
like
Carmen
until
worked,
that
and
cold
everything
December
was about to
evening.
change.
My name is
The
Victoria
girl they'd
Chen,
overlooked
and
had
I'm
become the
32
woman who
years
could
old.
change their lives with a
I
single
thought I
phone
knew what
call.
betrayal felt
But
like
first,
until
I
that
had to
cold
decide if they
December
deserved
evening.
that kind of
My
power.
name is Victoria
The
Chen,
next
and I'm
morning, I
32
sat in my
years old.
penthouse office overlooking
I thought
Biscayne
I
Bay,
knew what
watching
betrayal
the
felt
sunrise
like
paint the
until
Miami
that
skyline in
cold
shades of
December
gold and
evening.
pink.
My name
But
is
I wasn't
Victoria
thinking
Chen,
about the
and I'm
beauty
32
outside my
years old.
windows.
I
I
thought
was
I knew
thinking
what
about the
betrayal
phone
felt
call I was
like
about to
until
make,
that
one that
cold
would shatter
December
my family's
evening.
perception of
My name
reality
is Victoria
forever.
Chen, and I'm
I dialed
32
Carmen's
years old.
number from my executive
I thought I
desk,
knew
the
what
one
betrayal
positioned
felt
in
like
front of
until that
floor-to-ceiling
cold
windows on the
December
top floor of
evening.
the Azure.
My name is
She
Victoria
answered on the
Chen, and I'm
second ring,
32
her
years
voice
old.
still carrying that
I
smug
thought I knew
satisfaction
what
from the
betrayal
night
felt
before.
like until that cold
Sophie,
December evening.
girl,
My
I'm
name is
still
Victoria
dying over
Chen,
last
and I'm
night.
32 years old.
Did you at least get a
I thought
decent
I knew
room?
what betrayal felt
I
like
felt so
until
bad
that
watching you
cold
get turned
December
away like
evening.
that.
My name is Victoria
Actually,
Chen, and
Carmen,
I'm
I need to
32
tell you
years old.
something important.
I thought I knew what
Oh,
betrayal felt like
her
until
tone
I'm
shifted
32 years
slightly,
old.
becoming more
I
guarded.
thought I knew what
Don't
betrayal
tell me
felt
you're
like
going to lecture
until
me
that
about
cold
being mean
December
to you in
evening.
public.
My name is
I
Victoria
bought Coral
Chen, and
Shores
I'm
Mall.
32 years old.
Dead silence.
I thought I knew what
Then,
betrayal
what
felt
did you
like
just
until that
say?
cold
The
December
luxury
evening.
shopping center where
My
you
name is
work as a
Victoria
fashion
Chen, and I'm
consultant?
32 years
I
old.
closed on it
I
yesterday
thought I
morning.
knew what betrayal felt like
Congratulations,
until that
Carmen.
cold
Your
December
cleaning
evening.
lady sister is
My
now
name
your
is Victoria
landlord.
Chen, and I'm
I heard the
32
phone
years
clatter,
old.
probably drop
I
on her
thought I
marble
knew what
bathroom
betrayal
counter.
felt like until
When
that
she picked it
cold
up
December
again, her
evening.
voice was
My name is
completely
Victoria
different.
Chen, and I'm
That's
32
not
years old.
possible.
I
Check
thought
your
I knew what
email.
betrayal felt like
Your store
until that
manager should have
cold
received
December evening.
notification about the
My name
ownership
is
change this
Victoria
morning.
Chen, and I'm
Or
32
better
years
yet,
old.
ask your
I
boss,
thought I knew
Mrs.
what betrayal
Patterson.
felt like
I
until that
believe she's
cold
calling an
December
all-hands
evening.
meeting this
My
afternoon
name
to
is
introduce
Victoria
the new
Chen,
property
and I'm
owner.
32 years old.
You're lying.
I thought I
But
knew
her
what
voice
betrayal
cracked
felt
on the
like
words.
until that cold
Am
December
I?
evening. My
Google
name is
Martinez
Victoria
Luxury
Chen, and I'm
Hospitality.
32 years old.
Read the Forbes
I
article
thought I
from
knew
last
what
year
betrayal
titled The
felt
Hotel
like
Heiress Who
until
Started with a
32
Vacuum
years old.
Cleaner.
I
Look
thought
at the
I knew what
photos,
betrayal felt
Carmen.
like until that
Look at the
cold
business
December evening.
portfolio.
My name
The
is
silence
Victoria
stretched
Chen,
so
and I'm
long I thought she'd
32
hung
years
up.
old. I
Finally,
thought I
in a
knew what
whisper,
betrayal felt
how is
like
this
until that
possible?
cold December
The same
evening.
way everything else
My name
became
is Victoria
possible,
Chen,
hard
and I'm
work,
32
smart
years
investments,
old.
and refusing to
I
accept
thought I
other
knew what
people's
betrayal
limitations
felt
as
like
my own.
until that cold
But you
December
clean
evening.
hotels.
My name is
I
Victoria
own
Chen, and I'm
hotels.
32 years
For
old.
luxury properties,
I thought
2
I knew
shopping
what
centers,
betrayal felt
and a
like
real estate
until that
portfolio
cold
worth about
December
$63
evening.
million.
My name is Victoria
The
Chen,
cleaning
and I'm
was just how
32
I
years
learned the
old.
business from the ground up.
I thought I knew what
I
betrayal
could hear
felt
her
like until that
hyperventilating.
cold December evening.
63
My name is
million?
Victoria Chen,
Give
and
or
I'm
take a
32
few
years
million,
old.
depending on the
I
market.
thought I knew what betrayal felt
Within
like
an hour,
until that
my phone
cold
was ringing
December
again.
evening. My name is
Mom's number
Victoria
flashed
Chen,
on the
and I'm
screen.
32 years old.
Sophia Maria
I
Martinez,
thought I knew what betrayal
KESS de
felt
Lacura
like
that
until
Carmen is
that
telling
cold
me?
December evening.
Some crazy
My
story
name is
about buying a
Victoria
shopping
Chen,
mall?
and I'm 32 years
Not
old.
crazy, Mommy.
I thought I knew what betrayal
True.
felt like.
Would you like me to
32
send you
years
the
old.
purchase documents?
I thought I knew what
They're
betrayal
public
felt
record.
like until that cold
Dios
December
mío.
evening. My name
How
is
is this
Victoria Chen,
possible?
and I'm 32
You
years
work in
old.
housekeeping.
I thought I knew what
I
betrayal
started in
felt like
housekeeping.
until that cold
I
December
now employ
evening.
over 400
My
people
name is
across my
Victoria Chen,
properties,
and I'm 32 years old.
including, as of
I
yesterday,
thought I
your
knew what
younger
betrayal
daughter.
felt like
A
until that
long
cold
pause.
December evening.
Then,
My
in a
name is
voice barely
Victoria
above a
Chen,
whisper,
and I'm
¿Por
32
qué no
years
nos
old.
dijiste?
I thought I
Why
knew what
didn't you
betrayal
tell
felt
us?
like until that
The
cold
question that
December
cut to the
evening.
bone of everything.
My name is Victoria Chen,
I
and I'm
tried,
32
Mommy.
years old.
Remember when
I
I
thought
wanted
I
to
knew
take the
what
family to
betrayal
that
felt
nice
like
restaurant in
until that
Coral Gables
cold
for your
December
anniversary?
evening. My
You
name is
said I was
Victoria
being
Chen, and I'm
irresponsible with
32
money I
years
didn't
old.
have.
I thought I
Remember
knew
when
what
I
betrayal
offered to
felt
help
like
pay for
until
Carmen's
that
wedding?
cold December
You told
evening.
me to stop
My
being
name is
ridiculous,
Victoria
that I
Chen,
couldn't
and I'm
afford that
32
kind of
years old.
generosity.
I thought
But
I
we
knew what
didn't
betrayal
know.
felt like
You
until that
didn't want to
cold
know.
December evening.
Every time
My
I
name is
tried to share
Victoria
good news
Chen,
about
and
my
I'm
business,
32
you
years old.
changed the subject to
I
Carmen's
thought I
latest
knew what
project.
betrayal felt like
Every
until
time I
32
achieved
years
something,
old.
you found a way
I
to
thought I
minimize
knew
it.
what betrayal felt like
That's not
until
fair,
that cold
Mija.
December evening.
Isn't
My
it?
name is Victoria
When was
Chen,
the
and I'm
last time you
32
asked
years
me
old.
about my work?
I thought I knew
Really
what betrayal
asked,
felt
not
like
just polite
until
small
that
talk
cold
before moving
December
on to
evening.
Carmen's life?
My name is
The
Victoria
silence
Chen,
was
and I'm
deafening.
32 years old.
We both knew the
I thought
answer.
I knew what betrayal
And
felt
last
like
night, I
until that
continued, my
cold
voice
December
steady despite
evening.
the emotions
My
churning
name is
inside me,
Victoria
when
Chen,
Carmen
and I'm
humiliated me in
32
front of
years
my own
old.
guests. In the
I
lobby
thought
of
I
my
knew
own
what
hotel,
betrayal felt
you
like
stood there and
until
agreed
that
with her.
cold December
You
evening.
told me I was
My name is
embarrassing the
Victoria
family.
Chen, and I'm
Your
32
own
years old.
hotel?
I
The
thought I knew what
Azure.
betrayal felt like
I've owned it
until
for
that
3
cold
years.
December evening.
Carmen was
My name
performing
is
her little
Victoria
comedy
Chen,
show at
and
the
I'm
entrance of my
32 years
property
old.
for the entertainment of
I
my
thought I
guests
knew what
in front of
betrayal
my
felt like
employees.
until that
I
cold
heard her
December
sharp intake
evening.
of breath,
My name
followed
is
by rapid
Victoria
Spanish
Chen,
prayers.
and I'm 32 years old.
Ay, Dios santo.
I thought I knew what betrayal felt
Sophia,
like
we didn't
until that
know.
cold
We would
December
never have.
evening. My
Wouldn't
name is
you?
Victoria Chen, and I'm
Because it
32
seemed
years
pretty
old.
natural to both of
I
you.
thought I knew what
But
betrayal
even
felt
as I
like
spoke those
until
words,
32
something
years
was
old.
bothering me.
I thought I knew
Carmen's
what betrayal
performance
felt
last
like
night had been
until
too
that cold
calculated,
December
too
evening.
perfectly cruel.
My name is Victoria
And there was
Chen,
something
and I'm
else,
32
something
years
about
old.
her reaction this
I
morning
thought
that
I
felt
knew what
off.
betrayal felt
The
like
shock
until
seemed
that
genuine,
cold
but
December
there was
evening.
something underneath
My
it.
name is Victoria Chen,
Fear,
and I'm
maybe?
32 years old.
That's when Daniel
I thought
Rodriguez
I
knocked
knew
on my
what
office
betrayal
door with
felt like
information that would
until
change
that
everything I
cold
thought I
December
understood
evening.
about my family's
My name is
blindness.
Victoria Chen,
Ms.
and I'm
Martinez,
32 years
he
old.
said, placing a
I
thick
thought I
folder on
knew
my
what
desk.
betrayal felt like
You
until
asked
that
me to
cold
look into
December
last night's
evening.
incident.
My name is
I
Victoria
think you
Chen,
need to
and I'm
see what I
32
found.
years old.
Inside the
I thought
folder
I
were
knew what betrayal
photographs,
felt
credit
like
card
until that
statements, and
cold
loan
December
documents.
evening. My name
Carmen
is
hadn't
Victoria
been
Chen, and
accidentally
I'm
cruel last
32 years
night.
old.
She'd
I
been
thought I knew
desperately
what
so,
betrayal felt like
because
until
my
that
perfect
cold
sister had
December
been living a
evening.
lie that made my
My
hidden
name is
success
Victoria
look like a minor
Chen, and I'm
deception.
32 years old.
Carmen wasn't
I
successful
thought I
at
knew
all.
what betrayal felt
She
like
was drowning
until
in
that
debt,
cold
borrowing
December
money from
evening.
dangerous people,
My name
and
is
using my
Victoria
family's
Chen, and
reputation
I'm
to secure
32
loans
years
she could
old.
never repay.
I thought I
The
knew what
fashion
betrayal felt
consultant
like
job?
until 32
A
years
lie.
old.
The
I thought I
successful
knew what
architect
betrayal felt
fiancé?
like until that
Another
cold December
lie.
evening.
The
My
luxury
name is
lifestyle
Victoria
she'd been
Chen,
flaunting
and I'm
for
32
years?
years old.
All built on
I
credit
thought I
cards
knew
and
what
illegal
betrayal felt
loans.
like until that
And last
cold
night,
December
she'd been meeting
evening.
with loan sharks
My
at
name
my
is Victoria
hotel,
Chen,
trying to
and I'm
convince them she had
32 years
connections
old.
to wealthy hotel
I
owners
thought
who
I
might
knew what
invest in their
betrayal felt
schemes.
like until that
My
cold
sister
December
hadn't just
evening.
humiliated
My
me.
name is Victoria
She'd been
Chen,
using
and
my
I'm
success,
32 years
my
old.
hotel, to dig
I thought
herself
I knew
deeper
what
into a
betrayal
hole that
felt
could get
like
her killed.
until that cold
The
December
documents
evening.
Daniel handed me
My
painted a
name is
picture so
Victoria
devastating
Chen,
that I
and I'm
had to read them
32
3
years
times
old.
before they truly
I
sank in.
thought I knew what betrayal
Carmen,
felt
my
like
perfect,
until that
golden
cold
child
December
sister, owed over
evening. My name is
$300,000 to a
Victoria
network of
Chen,
loan
and I'm
sharks and had been
32
using
years
our
old.
family name to secure
I thought I
increasingly
knew what
dangerous
betrayal
debts.
felt like until that
How long
cold
has this
December
been going
evening.
on?
My name is
I
Victoria
asked,
Chen,
my
and I'm
voice barely
32 years
audible.
old. I
Based on the
thought I knew
financial
what betrayal
records,
felt
about
like
2
until
years.
that cold
She
December
maxed out
evening.
legitimate
My
credit
name
cards
is
first,
Victoria
then
Chen,
moved to
and I'm
payday
32
loans,
years
then
old.
to less legitimate
I thought I
sources.
knew what betrayal felt
Daniel
like
sat across from my
until 32
desk,
years
his
old.
expression grave.
I thought I knew what
The people
betrayal
she
felt
owes
like
money to aren't the
until that
type to
cold
accept
December
payment
evening.
plans.
My
The
name is
irony
Victoria
was so
Chen,
bitter I
and I'm
could taste
32
it.
years old.
Carmen had been
I thought I
humiliating me
knew
for
what
being
betrayal
poor while
felt
she
like
was literally
until
one
that
payment
cold
away from
December
having her legs
evening.
broken by
My
Miami
name is
loan
Victoria
sharks.
Chen, and I'm
There's
32
more,
years old.
Daniel continued,
I thought I
sliding
knew
another
what
document
betrayal
across
felt
the
like
desk.
until that cold
The
December
reason she was at
evening.
the Azure
My
last
name is
night?
Victoria Chen,
She was
and I'm
trying to
32
convince these
years
men
old.
that she had
I
connections to
thought I
luxury
knew what
hotel
betrayal felt
investments.
like until that
She told
cold
them her
December
sister worked in
evening. My
hospitality
name
and
is
could get them
Victoria
insider
Chen, and I'm
deals.
32 years
My
old.
hands trembled as I
I
picked up
thought
the
I knew what
surveillance
betrayal
photos.
felt like until
Carmen
that
had been
cold
using my
December
hotel's
evening.
reputation,
My
my
name is
success that
Victoria
she'd
Chen,
mocked,
and
to
I'm
try to
32
scam
years
dangerous
old.
criminals.
I thought I
She
knew
had
what
no
betrayal
idea you
felt
owned
like
the
until
hotel,
that
Daniel
cold December
explained.
evening.
She
My
thought
name
she
is
was just
Victoria
using some
Chen, and
property
I'm
she'd researched
32 years
online to
old.
make herself seem
I
connected
thought
to
I knew
wealthy
what
people.
betrayal felt like
I stared
until
out at
that
the bay,
cold December
watching
evening.
expensive yachts drift
My
past
name
like
is
white clouds
Victoria
on blue
Chen,
water.
and I'm 32
All
years
those
old.
years of feeling
I
invisible,
thought I
of
knew
watching
what
Carmen
betrayal
receive
felt
praise
like.
and attention while I struggled
32
in her
years
shadow,
old.
and she'd been a
I
complete
thought I
fraud the
knew what
entire
betrayal
time.
felt like
My
until that
phone
cold
buzzed with a
December
text from
evening.
Carmen.
My
Please,
name is
Sophie,
Victoria Chen, and I'm
I need to
32
talk
years
to you.
old. I
It's
thought I knew
urgent.
what betrayal felt
Another
like
text
until that
immediately
cold
followed from
December
Mom,
evening.
family meeting
My
tonight
name
at
is
Abuela's
Victoria
house.
Chen, and I'm 32
Carmen
years
says
old.
it's important.
I thought I knew
I
what
arrived at
betrayal
my
felt
grandmother's
like
house in
until
Coral
that
Gables
cold
that evening
December
to find the
evening.
entire family
My name
gathered
is
in the living
Victoria
room.
Chen, and I'm
The
32
same living
years
room
old.
where we'd celebrated
I
every
thought I knew
Christmas,
what
every
betrayal felt
birthday,
like
every
until that
milestone,
cold
except
December
mine.
evening.
Dad
My
looked
name is
exhausted.
Victoria
Mom had
Chen, and
clearly
I'm
been
32
crying,
years
and
old.
Carmen sat hunched on the
I
old
thought I
floral
knew what
sofa,
betrayal
looking
felt
smaller
like
than I'd ever
until
seen
that
her.
cold December evening.
Sophia, Dad
My
stood
name
when
is
I entered,
Victoria
and for
Chen,
the
and
first
I'm
time in
32
years,
years
his
old.
eyes held genuine
I thought I
respect.
knew what betrayal
We
felt
need
like
to talk.
until that cold
All
December
of us.
evening. My name
There are
is
things we
Victoria
need to
Chen,
say,
and I'm
Mom
32
added,
years
her
old.
voice thick with
I
emotion.
thought I knew what
But
betrayal
Carmen
felt
spoke
like
first,
until that
her voice
cold December
breaking.
evening.
Sophie,
My name is
I know
Victoria
you
Chen,
know.
and I'm 32
About
years
the
old.
money, about
I thought I
everything.
knew what betrayal
About
felt
the
like. 32 years
$300,000?
old.
About the
I thought I
loan
knew what
sharks?
betrayal felt like
About how
until
you've
that
been using our
cold December
family's
evening.
reputation to con
My name is
criminals?
Victoria Chen,
She
and I'm
flinched as
32
if I'd
years old.
slapped her.
I thought I knew
Yes.
what betrayal felt
How
like
long have you
until that
known about my
cold December
success?
evening. My
I
name is
asked,
Victoria
settling
Chen,
into
and I'm
Abuela's old
32
rocking
years old.
chair.
I
Because
thought
your
I knew what
performance last
betrayal
night
felt
was
like
too
until
calculated
that
to be
cold December
spontaneous.
evening. My
Carmen's
name is
carefully
Victoria
maintained
Chen, and I'm
composure shattered
32 years old.
completely.
I
I've
thought I
known
knew
for
what
18
betrayal felt
months.
like until that
I hired
cold
someone to
December
investigate
evening.
when you offered
My
to
name
help
is
pay for my
Victoria
fake
Chen,
wedding.
and I'm 32 years
Fake
old.
wedding?
I thought
There
I
is
knew
no
what betrayal felt
fiancé.
like until
There
that
never
cold
was an
December evening.
architect.
My name
I
is
made him up
Victoria
because I
Chen,
couldn't
and I'm
stand being the
32
family
years
failure
old.
when everyone thought I
I
was
thought I knew
perfect.
what betrayal felt
The
like
room fell
until that
silent except
cold
for the ticking
December
of Abuela's
evening.
antique
My
clock.
name is Victoria
Mom
Chen,
gasped,
and I'm 32
Carmen,
years
¿qué
old.
estás diciendo?
I thought I knew what
I'm
betrayal
saying
felt
I've
like
been lying
until
about
that
everything.
cold December
The
evening.
job, the
My name is
boyfriend, the
Victoria Chen,
success,
and I'm
all of it.
32 32 years old.
Carmen's voice
I thought I
cracked.
knew what betrayal
Do
felt
you
like.
want to know the truth?
32 years old.
I got fired
I
from the
thought I
mall
knew
6
what
months
betrayal
ago for
felt like
stealing from the
until that
register.
cold December
I've been
evening.
pretending to go to
My
work
name
every
is
day while
Victoria
actually
Chen,
meeting
and
with
I'm
loan
32
sharks and
years
trying to
old.
figure out how to pay them
I
back
thought I
before
knew
they
what
kill me.
betrayal felt like
Dad's
until that
face went
cold
pale.
December evening.
Kill you?
My name is Victoria
I
Chen,
owe
and
money
I'm
to very
32
bad
years
people,
old.
Poppy.
I thought I knew
People
what
who break
betrayal felt
bones when
like
you can't
until
pay them
that
back.
cold December evening.
And I can't pay them
My
back
name is
because
Victoria
I never had
Chen,
any
and I'm
money to begin
32
with.
years old.
I felt
I
something
thought I
shift
knew what
inside my
betrayal
chest,
felt like
anger mixed
until
with
that
something that
cold
might have been
December
relief.
evening. My name is
Finally,
Victoria
the
Chen,
truth.
and I'm 32 years
Why?
old.
I
thought I
asked
knew what
quietly.
betrayal felt like
Why
until
the
that
lies?
cold December evening.
Why the cruelty?
My name is Victoria Chen,
Carmen
and
looked
I'm
directly
32
at me
years
for the
old.
first time in years.
I thought I knew what betrayal
Because I've
felt
been
like
jealous of you
until
my
that
entire
cold
life.
December evening.
The words
My name
hum
is
in the air
Victoria
like
Chen,
smoke.
and I'm 32 years
Jealous
old.
of me?
I thought
You
I
think
knew
being
what
the
betrayal
favorite
felt
is
like
easy?
until that cold
Do you know
December
what it's like when
evening.
everyone
My
expects you
name
to be
is Victoria
perfect?
Chen,
When
and
every
I'm
mistake
32
feels like
years
you're
old.
letting the whole family down?
I thought I knew what
You
betrayal
got to
felt
be the
like
underdog,
until 32
Sophie.
years old.
You got to
I
work
thought I
hard
knew
and
what
prove
betrayal
yourself.
felt like until that
I got
cold
handed
December evening.
expectations I could never
My
meet.
name is Victoria Chen,
Mom
and
was
I'm
crying
32
openly
years old.
now.
I thought I
Carmen,
knew what
we
betrayal
never
felt
meant.
like until that
Yes,
cold
you
December
did.
evening. My
Both
name
of
is
you
Victoria
did.
Chen, and I'm
You
32
put me on a
years old.
pedestal and you put
I
Sophie in the
thought I knew what
shadows,
betrayal
and neither
felt
of us
like
could live up to
until
what
that
you wanted us
cold
to be.
December evening.
I looked
My
around the
name is
room at my
Victoria
broken family,
Chen, and
my
I'm
parents,
32
who had
years
spent
old.
16 years seeing
I
only what
thought
they
I
wanted
knew
to
what
see,
betrayal
and my
felt like
sister, who
until
had
that
spent 2
cold
years knowing the
December
truth
evening.
about my success
My
but
name is
choosing to
Victoria
destroy me rather
Chen,
than
and
admit
I'm
her own
32
failures.
years old.
The
I
debt,
thought I
I
knew what
said
betrayal
finally.
felt like until that
How
cold
immediate is
December
the
evening.
danger?
My name
I
is
have
Victoria
until Friday
Chen,
to
and
come
I'm
up with
32 years old.
$50,000, or they're
I
going
thought
to.
I knew what betrayal
She
felt
couldn't
like
finish the
until that
sentence.
cold December evening.
Friday was 3
My
days
name is
away.
Victoria Chen,
I
and I'm
pulled out my
32
phone
years
and
old.
made a call.
I thought I knew
Daniel,
what betrayal felt like
I need you
until
to
that
arrange a
cold
wire
December
transfer.
evening. My name is Victoria Chen,
$300,000 to
and
an
I'm
account I'll
32
text you
years old.
shortly.
I thought
I
I knew
looked
what
at
betrayal
Carmen.
felt like until
Give me your
32
bank
years
account
old.
information.
I thought I knew what
Sophie,
betrayal felt
no.
like until that
I'm
cold
not
December
finished.
evening.
You're
My
going
name
to
is
pay off
Victoria
every
Chen,
penny you
and I'm
owe
32
tonight.
years old.
You're going
I
to
thought
check
I knew
yourself
what
into a
betrayal
treatment
felt
program
like
for
until
gambling
that
addiction
cold
and whatever
December
else is
evening.
driving this behavior.
My name is Victoria Chen,
And you're going
and
to
I'm
come work for
32
me,
years old.
starting at the bottom,
I thought I knew
housekeeping,
what
learning
betrayal
the
felt
business
like
the way I
until
did.
that cold December
Why would you
evening.
help me after
My name is
everything I've
Victoria
done?
Chen, and I'm
I stood
32
up,
years old.
looking at my family,
I
really
thought I
looking
knew
at
what
them
betrayal
for the
felt
first
like
time in
until
years.
that cold December
Because I
evening.
spent too many
My name
years
is
believing I
Victoria
wasn't
Chen,
worthy of
and
your
I'm
love.
32 years old.
I won't make the
I
same
thought I knew
mistake in
what betrayal
reverse.
felt like until
6
that
months
cold
later,
December
Carmen was
evening.
working as a front
My
desk
name is
associate at
Victoria
my Key
Chen,
Largo
and I'm
property.
32 years old.
She'd completed
I
treatment,
thought I
paid
knew
off
what
her
betrayal
debts,
felt
and
like
was slowly
until that
rebuilding her
cold
life.
December evening.
It wasn't
My name is
easy
Victoria
for any of
Chen,
us.
and I'm 32 years
But
old.
last week, she
I
called me
thought I
with
knew
genuine
what betrayal
excitement in her
felt like
voice for the
until
first
that
time since we
cold
were
December
children.
evening.
Sophie,
My name is
I
Victoria
helped a family
Chen,
resolve
and
a
I'm
billing issue
32 years
today,
old.
and the hotel
I
manager said
thought
I
I
showed
knew
real
what
potential
betrayal
for
felt
guest
like
relations.
until 32 years
I
old.
think
I thought I
I
knew
think
what
I might
betrayal felt
actually be
like
good at
until
this.
that cold December
You are
evening.
good at it, I
My
told
name is
her.
Victoria Chen,
You
and I'm
always were
32
good with
years
people.
old.
You
I
just
thought I
needed
knew
to
what
find an
betrayal
honest
felt
way
like
to use that
until that
gift.
cold December
Mom
evening.
and Dad visit
My
my
name is
hotels
Victoria
regularly
Chen,
now.
and I'm 32
They
years
ask
old.
real questions about
I
my
thought I knew
business,
what
about my
betrayal felt
dreams,
like
about the
until that
future I'm
cold
building.
December evening.
It's awkward
My name is
sometimes.
Victoria
16 years
Chen,
of
and
poor
I'm 32
communication
years
don't
old.
heal overnight, but
I
we're
thought I
learning.
knew what betrayal felt
And
like
me?
until that cold
I've learned that
December
success
evening.
built in
My
shadows
name
is
is
only
Victoria
half a
Chen,
victory.
and I'm 32
I
years
spent
old.
so so many years hiding
I
my
thought I
achievements
knew what
because I was
betrayal
tired
felt
of being
like
overlooked.
until that
But in
cold
doing
December
so, I
evening.
denied myself
My
the
name is
possibility that
Victoria
my
Chen,
family might
and I'm
actually be
32
proud of
years
me.
old.
Sometimes
thought
the
I knew
people
what
who should see
betrayal
us
felt
most
like
clearly are the
until
ones
that
struggling
cold
with their own
December evening.
blindness.
My name
But
is
that
Victoria
doesn't mean we
Chen,
should
and I'm
dim our
32
light.
years old.
It means we should
I
shine
thought I
brighter
knew
and
what
demand to
betrayal
be
felt
seen for
like
who we really
until that
are.
cold December
Family
evening.
blindness costs
My name is
dearly, but the
Victoria
truth,
Chen, and I'm
however
32
painful,
years
is
old.
always worth the price
I
of
thought I
freedom.
knew what betrayal felt
1 year
like
later, I
until
stood in the
32
same
years
spot where
old.
my family had
I
humiliated
thought I
me,
knew
the
what
marble
betrayal
entrance
felt
of the
like
azure,
until
but
that
everything had
cold December
changed.
evening.
The
My
evening
name
was
is
warm and
Victoria
humid,
Chen, and I'm
typical for
32
Miami in
years old.
November, and the hotel
I
was
thought I
hosting
knew
its
what
annual
betrayal
charity
felt
gala
like
for
until
underprivileged
that
youth
cold
hospitality
December evening.
programs.
My name
A
is
cause
Victoria
that had
Chen,
become
and I'm
deeply personal
32
to
years
me.
old.
Carmen
I thought
approached
I
from the
knew what
valet
betrayal
station,
felt like
wearing the crisp
until that
navy
cold
uniform of our
December
guest
evening.
relations team.
My name is
Her
Victoria
hair was
Chen,
pulled back
and
in a
I'm
professional
32 years
bun,
old.
her smile
I
genuine
thought
for the
I knew
first
what
time in
betrayal
years.
felt like until
She'd
that
been
cold
promoted to
December
supervisor of
evening.
guest services
My
at our
name is
Key Largo
Victoria
property,
Chen, and
and
I'm
tonight she
32
was
years
helping
old.
coordinate the gala.
I thought I knew
The
what betrayal
Martinez
felt
family
like
has
until
arrived,
that
she
cold
said,
December
checking her
evening.
tablet.
My name is Victoria
Mom,
Chen,
Dad,
and I'm
Abuela,
32
and
years
about
old.
15 cousins.
I thought I knew what
They're
betrayal
all
felt like
asking for
until
you.
that cold
I
December
smoothed my
evening.
black evening gown,
My
a
name is
custom
Victoria
piece I'd
Chen,
commissioned from
and
a
I'm
local Miami
32 years
designer,
old.
not because I needed
I
to
thought
prove
I
my
knew
wealth
what
anymore,
betrayal
but
felt
because
like
I'd learned to
until that
celebrate my
cold
success
December
instead of
evening.
hiding from it.
My name is
How
Victoria
are you
Chen,
feeling
and I'm
about
32
tonight?
years old.
Carmen's
I
smile
thought I
faltered
knew what
slightly.
betrayal felt like
Nervous.
32 years old.
Having the whole
I
family
thought I
here,
knew what
seeing
betrayal
everything
felt
you've
like
built,
until
it's a
that
lot.
cold December evening.
Good nervous or
My
bad
name is
nervous?
Victoria Chen, and I'm
Good
32
nervous.
years old.
Like
I thought
proud
I knew what
nervous?
betrayal felt like
If that
until
makes
that cold
sense.
December evening.
She paused,
My name is
looking around the
Victoria
lobby that
Chen,
had
and
once
I'm
been the scene of her
32 years
cruelest
old.
moment.
I thought I knew what
Sophie, I
betrayal
need to
felt
say
like
something
until
before
that
everyone
cold
gets
December
here.
evening.
I
My
nodded,
name is
stepping
Victoria
aside
Chen,
from the
and I'm
guest flow.
32 years old.
I've been in
I
therapy for
thought
a
I
year
knew what
now,
betrayal
and my
felt like
counselor helped
until
me
that
understand
cold
something
December
important.
evening. My
The
name is
night I
Victoria
humiliated
Chen,
you
and I'm
here,
32 years
I
old.
wasn't just angry
I
about
thought
my
I
debt
knew
or
what
scared of the
betrayal
loan
felt like
sharks.
until that
I was
cold December
terrified that if
evening.
people knew how
My name is
successful you really
Victoria
were,
Chen,
they'd
and I'm
finally see how
32
much of a
years old.
failure I'd become.
I thought I knew
Her
what
voice
betrayal
cracked
felt like
slightly.
until that
But
cold
working
December
for you this
evening.
year, learning
My
the
name is
business from the
Victoria
ground up,
Chen, and I'm
I
32 years
finally
old.
understand what you
I
built.
thought I knew what betrayal
Not
felt
just the
like
money or the
until that
properties,
cold
but the
December
way you
evening.
treat people.
My name is
Your
Victoria Chen,
employees
and I'm
love working for
32
you.
years old.
Your
I
guests come
thought I
back
knew
year
what
after
betrayal
year.
felt like until
You've
32
created
years
something
old.
beautiful.
I thought I
I
knew what
felt tears
betrayal
prick
felt
my
like
eyes.
until that cold December
Carmen,
evening.
let
My
me
name is
finish.
Victoria Chen, and
I
I'm
spent so
32
many
years
years
old.
being jealous of what I
I
thought
thought
was
I
your
knew
freedom
what
to
betrayal
fail,
felt
when what I
like
should have been
until that
admiring was your
cold
courage to
December
succeed.
evening. My
You
name is
never gave
Victoria
up,
Chen,
even
and
when
I'm
we made you
32
feel
years old.
invisible.
I thought
Before
I
I
knew
could
what
respond,
betrayal
the
felt
main
like
doors
until
opened
that
and our
cold
family began
December
streaming
evening.
in.
My name is
Dad wore his
Victoria
best
Chen,
suit,
and
the
I'm
one he bought
32
for
years
Carmen's
old.
fake wedding that never
I
happened,
thought I
and
knew
his
what
eyes went
betrayal
wide as
felt
he
like
took in the
until
transformed
that
lobby.
cold December
Mom
evening.
clutched
My
Abuela's
name is
arm, both
Victoria
of them
Chen,
staring
and
up
I'm
at the massive
32
crystal
years old.
chandelier.
I thought I
Dios
knew what
mío,
betrayal felt like
Sophia!
until that cold
Abuela
December
exclaimed,
evening.
spreading her
My
arms
name is
wide.
Victoria Chen, and
Que
I'm 32 years
hermoso!
old.
This is
I
what
thought
my
I knew
granddaughter
what betrayal
built.
felt like
I
until
hugged
that
her
cold
tightly,
December
breathing in her
evening.
familiar scent
My
of
name is
lavender and
Victoria
vanilla.
Chen, and I'm
With
32
my own
years old.
hands, Abuela.
I thought I knew what
Just
betrayal
like you
felt
taught
like
me.
until that
Dad
cold
approached
December
more
evening.
slowly, his
My
weather
name is
construction
Victoria
worker's
Chen,
hands
and I'm
tracing the marble
32 years
pillars.
old. I thought I
Sophia,
knew what
Mija,
betrayal
this
felt
is
like until
incredible.
32 years old.
How many people
I
work
thought I
here?
knew what betrayal felt like
87
until
full-time
that
employees at
cold
this
December
location.
evening. My name is Victoria
412 across
Chen,
all
and
my
I'm 32
properties.
years old. old.
You employ
I thought I
400
knew what
people?
betrayal felt like
Mom's
until
voice
that
held a
cold
note of awe I'd
December
never
evening.
heard before.
My name is
People
Victoria
with
Chen,
families,
and I'm 32 years old.
People putting their
I
kids
thought I
through
knew what
college,
betrayal
paying
felt
mortgages,
like until
building
that
their own
cold December
dreams.
evening.
I
My name is
gestured toward
Victoria
Carmen,
Chen, and I'm 32
including
years
your
old.
other daughter, who's
I thought
become
I
one of
knew
my
what
most
betrayal felt
valuable
like
team
until
members.
that cold December
Carmen
evening.
blushed but stood
My name is
straighter.
Victoria Chen,
Over
and
the
I'm
past year,
32 years
she'd not
old.
only proven herself
I
as an
thought I knew
employee
what
but had
betrayal
developed
felt
genuine
like until
expertise
that
in guest
cold
relations.
December evening.
Her
My
natural
name is
charm,
Victoria
when channeled
Chen, and I'm
honestly,
32
made her
years old.
exceptional at resolving
I
conflicts
thought I
and
knew what
creating
betrayal
memorable
felt like
experiences for
until that
visitors.
cold December
Tell
evening.
them about the
My name is
scholarship
Victoria
program,
Chen,
Carmen
and I'm
said
32
encouragingly.
years old.
I led the
I
family
thought
to
I
a
knew what
display wall
betrayal
featuring
felt like
photos and
until
profiles
that
of young
cold
people who'd
December
benefited from the
evening.
Martinez
My name
Foundation's
is Victoria
hospitality
Chen,
education
and I'm
scholarships.
32 years old.
We provide full
I thought I
tuition,
knew what betrayal
mentorship,
felt
and
like
guaranteed
until
job
I'm
placement for
32 years
students
old.
from low-income families
I
who want
thought
to
I
enter the
knew what betrayal
hospitality
felt
industry.
like until that
Dad
cold
stopped in
December
front of a
evening.
photo of a young
My
man
name is
receiving his
Victoria
hotel
Chen, and
management
I'm
certificate.
32 years old.
Like you
I
did?
thought I knew what
Like I
betrayal
wish
felt
I'd
like
had the
until that
opportunity to
cold
do.
December evening.
These kids get
My
to
name
start
is
where it took me
Victoria
10
Chen,
years
and
to
I'm
reach.
32 years old.
Abuela gripped my
I
hand
thought I knew
tightly.
what betrayal felt
Your
like
grandfather
until
would
that
be so
cold
proud,
December evening.
Mija.
My name
He
is
always
Victoria
said you
Chen,
had
and I'm
vision.
32 years
The
old.
evening progressed with
I thought I
speeches,
knew what
dinner,
betrayal
and
felt like
dancing.
until that cold
I watched
December
my family
evening.
interact with my
My
guests,
name is Victoria
successful
Chen,
business
and I'm
owners, local
32 years old.
politicians,
I
celebrities who'd
thought I
become
knew what
regular
betrayal
visitors to my
felt like
hotels.
until that cold
Mom
December
and Dad
evening.
moved through the crowd
My
with
name
growing
is Victoria
confidence,
Chen,
no
and
longer
I'm
ashamed of their
32
working
years
class
old.
background, but proud of
I
having
thought I
raised a
knew
daughter
what
who'd
betrayal
never
felt
forgotten
like
where she came
until
from.
that cold
But the
December
moment
evening.
that changed
My
everything
name is
came near the
Victoria
end of the
Chen,
night,
and
when
I'm
Carmen took
32
the
years old.
microphone during the program
I thought I
presentation.
knew what betrayal felt
Good
like
evening,
until that
everyone.
cold December
My
evening.
name is Carmen
My name is
Martinez,
Victoria
and I'm the
Chen,
guest
and I'm
relations
32
supervisor at
years old.
Martinez Luxury
I thought I
Hospitality's Key
knew what
Largo
betrayal
property.
felt like until
Her
I'm
voice
32
was
years
steady,
old.
confident.
I thought I knew
I'm
what
also
betrayal felt
Sophia
like
Martinez's
until that
younger
cold
sister.
December evening.
A murmur
My
went
name
through
is
the
Victoria
crowd.
Chen, and I'm
My
32
family story
years
had
old.
become somewhat
I
legendary
thought
in
I knew
Miami
what
business
betrayal
circles
felt
over the
like
past
until
year.
that cold
2
December
years
evening.
ago, I was
My
drowning
name
in
is
debt and
Victoria
lies,
Chen,
too
and I'm
proud to ask for
32
help
years
and too
old.
scared to tell the
I
truth.
thought I knew what
I
betrayal
stood in
felt
this
like
very lobby
until
and
that
publicly
cold December
humiliated my
evening.
sister, mocking
My
her for
name is
daring to
Victoria
believe she
Chen,
belonged in
and
a
I'm
place like
32
this.
years old.
The room
I
fell
thought I knew what
silent.
betrayal felt like
Carmen's
until
hands
that
trembled
cold
slightly,
December
but her
evening.
voice remained
My name is
strong.
Victoria
What I
Chen,
didn't
and I'm
know was that she
32
didn't
years
just
old.
belong here.
I
She
thought
owned
I knew
here.
what betrayal felt
She
like
built this
until
empire
that
from nothing
cold
while I was
December
busy
evening.
destroying my life with
My name
borrowed
is
money and
Victoria
fake
Chen,
achievements.
and I'm 32
I
years
started
old.
to stand, worried
I
she was
thought I
sharing
knew
too
what
much,
betrayal
but
felt
she
like
caught my eye
until
and
that
shook her head
cold
gently.
December evening.
My sister
My
could
name
have
is
left me to
Victoria
face the
Chen, and I'm
consequences of my
32 years old.
choices.
I thought I
Instead,
knew
she
what
saved my
betrayal felt
life,
like
gave me a
until that
job,
cold
and taught
December
me what real
evening.
success looks
My
like.
name is Victoria
It's
Chen,
not
and
about
I'm
having
32
money to
years
buy
old.
expensive things.
I thought I knew what
It's about
betrayal
having the
felt like
courage to
until
build
I'm
something
32
meaningful
years
and the
old.
generosity to
I
lift
thought
others
I
up with
knew what
you.
betrayal felt like
Carmen's
until
voice
that
broke
cold
slightly.
December evening.
The
My
Martinez
name is
Foundation
Victoria
scholarships
Chen,
exist
and I'm
because
32
Sophia
years
remembers
old.
what it's like to work
I
3
thought I
jobs while
knew what
going to
betrayal
school.
felt like
The
until that
employee
cold
benefits at our
December
hotels are
evening.
the best in the
My name
industry
is
because she
Victoria
remembers
Chen,
what it's
and
like
I'm
to choose
32
between
years old.
groceries and textbooks.
I thought I knew what
Everything
betrayal
she's
felt
built
like
is rooted in
until
the
that cold
experiences that our
December
family
evening.
thought made her
My
small.
name is Victoria
She
Chen,
looked
and I'm
directly at
32
me.
years old.
My sister
I
turned
thought
her
I knew
pain
what
into
betrayal
purpose.
felt like until
She
that
turned
cold
being
December
overlooked into an
evening.
opportunity
My
to
name is
really see
Victoria
other
Chen,
people.
and I'm
And
32 years
tonight,
old.
I want everyone to know
I
that
thought I
working for
knew what
Sophia
betrayal felt
Martinez
like
hasn't just
until
given me a
that
job,
cold
it's
December
given me
evening.
back my
My
self-respect.
name is Victoria
The
Chen, and I'm
applause was
32 years
thunderous.
old.
I
I
found
thought I
myself
knew
crying
what
as
betrayal
Carmen
felt
stepped down
like
from the
until
podium
that
and was
cold
immediately
December
surrounded by
evening.
guests wanting to
My name is
congratulate her
Victoria
courage and
Chen, and I'm
honesty.
32 years
Later
old.
that night, after the
I
last
thought I
guest had
knew
gone
what
home
betrayal
and the
felt
staff staff had
like
finished
until
cleaning
that
up,
cold
my family
December
and I sat on the
evening.
hotel's
My name
oceanfront
is
terrace.
Victoria Chen, and
The
I'm
Miami
32 years
skyline
old.
sparkled across the bay,
I thought I
and the
knew
sound
what
of waves
betrayal
provided
felt
a
like.
peaceful soundtrack to our
32 years
conversation.
old.
Sophia,
I knew
Dad
what
said
betrayal felt
quietly,
like
I owe you
until
an
that
apology
cold
that's
December
about 10 years
evening.
overdue.
My name is Victoria
Poppy.
Chen, and I'm 32
No,
years
let
old.
me say this.
I thought I knew
I
what
was so
betrayal
worried
felt
about
like
Carmen
until
living up
that
to her
cold
potential that I
December
forgot to
evening.
see the potential
My
you were
name is
already
Victoria
fulfilling.
Chen, and I'm
I
32
thought
years
keeping
old.
you humble would keep
I
you
thought I
grounded.
knew what betrayal felt like
Instead, I
until that
almost lost
cold
the daughter
December
who
evening.
understood humility
My
better
name
than
is
any of
Victoria
us.
Chen, and I'm
Mom
32
reached
years
over
old.
and took my hand.
I thought I knew
We
what
taught you to
betrayal
work
felt like
hard, but
until
we
that
forgot to
cold
teach
December
ourselves to
evening.
recognize your
My
hard
name
work.
is Victoria Chen,
That was
and I'm
our failure,
32 years
not
old.
yours.
I thought I
Carmen,
knew what
who had
betrayal
changed
felt
out of her
like
uniform
until
into
that
jeans and a
cold December
t-shirt, looked
evening.
more relaxed than
My
I'd
name
seen
is
her since we
Victoria
were
Chen,
teenagers.
and I'm 32 years
Can I
old.
ask you something,
I thought
Sophie?
I knew what betrayal felt
When
like
did you
until
decide
that
to
cold
forgive
December
us?
evening.
I
My
thought
name is
about it
Victoria
carefully.
Chen, and I'm 32
I think
years old.
forgiveness happened
I thought I
gradually.
knew what betrayal
But the
felt like
moment I
until
decided to
that
act on it
cold
was that
December
night a year
evening.
ago, when I
My name is
realized that
Victoria
holding on to
Chen,
anger
and
was
I'm
just
32
another way
years
of
old.
hiding.
I
I'd
thought I
spent
knew
so
what
many
betrayal
years
felt
protecting
like
myself
until
from
that
your
cold
rejection that I'd
December.
forgotten how
Victoria
to accept
Chen,
your
and I'm
love.
32 years
Do
old.